Hello and welcome to a new Capenna best of 3 draft here on the channel. Let's get started. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe for more. Okay, well, easiest first pick of my life. Titan of Industry is an incredible bomb, and you should be taking this every time you see it in a first pack. There is not really any card I would take over it, other than there's one other mythic that's comparable, but even then Titan of Industry is just always take Titan of Industry. Easiest first pick ever. If this wasn't in the pack, though, it's a little bit closer. I would lean towards Psychic Pickpocket. I think that card's pretty good, though Sizzling Soloist could be pretty good as well. And in the commons, I think Strangle is the best one available. So I go Titan, Pickpocket, then probably the Soloist, because it is still a very unique effect, and then Strangle after that. So we've already started with a green card, and we are going to want to play Titan of Industry. So, basically taking green cards is really nice because we're going to be, if we can get 4 or 5 green cards, then we can just guaranteed lock up this Titan of Industry, which is why here I'm going to take Riveteer's Decoy. I think this card is really good. You can play it on turn 2. Where it really shines though is on turn 4, because you basically trade it into one of your opponent's creatures and then draw a card. So you end up a card, which is really nice. So we're going to take the Decoy here. If we didn't have such a strong incentive to be green, I think Rafine's Informant is also a nice option. There's also Out of the Way, which can be pretty good. I think Rafine's Informant is better than Out of the Way, though, just a little bit. They're very close, though. And so, yeah, Riveteer's Decoy is my pick here. And after this, I would probably even take, I would probably take Rafine's Informant next, because if I do end up green-white, conniving to find my Titan more likely. Similarly with blue, but I think starting with a couple green cards is really nice. Just green cards get just such a huge edge here. Okay, now here there's only one green card. It is Attended Socialite. So we are going to diverge a little bit from green and take Strangle here. I think it is the best card. It also leaves me flexible because I can still go Cabaretti or Riveteers with this. I could still just play a green X deck, but I think that Pyre Sledge Arsonist and Forge Boss are much less flexible. I don't really need Slip Out the Back. It doesn't really combo well with what I have. And then there's just, taking a monocolored card here. I think Strangle is the best bet. Attended Socialite is fine, but I think Strangle is just, a premium common, so you're happy to take it. Quick Draw Dagger is colorless, but better in, certain, aggressive decks that really put your opponent on the back foot, and I don't know if we're going to end up with that sort of deck. This card does incentivize kind of playing a long game. Okay. Best card in the pack is Girder Goons, I believe. 20 or more cards in your graveyard. So self-mill shenanigans. Kind of hard to do 20 or more cards in limited. If you have 20 or more cards in your graveyard, you generally are going to deck yourself. No, I'm not a huge fan of Throng. I think Girder Goons is just a really good card. And I'm pretty happy taking it. Broker's Veteran is also a fine 2-drop. Girder Goons just does everything you want it to do. Okay. Now another interesting pick, there is a Racer's Ring, which can go with any of these cards. There's also Riveteer's Overlook, which goes with any of these colors, which I really like. And then there's Fake Your Own Death. It's just a really nice card to go with some of my Blitz creatures. Attended Socialite is also still an option, but I think I'm going to take one of the lands here. I think they're better than the options available to me. Though these cards are all solid, I would still play them. I think I'm going to take the Riveteer's Overlook because it can go with any of my colors, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be red-green yet. So if I am red-green, I'm probably going to be playing black as well. I just like having access to a tri-land. I think if it gets all of your colors, the tri-land is better than a land that can sack for a card draw in the late game. Okay. Here there is a choice between Jetmir's Fixer and Plasma Jockey, mostly. Fixer is not as good in my deck. Mostly because I might be a little bit heavier black, but I still do have the Strangle early. I do want to be base green, so I'm going to take it here over the Plasma Jockey. This is a very aggressive card. With Titan as a 7-drop, you don't necessarily want to do it that way. This card, I do want to be taking treasures to help me ramp into Titan, so Fixer's a fine pickup. Okay, and now I can get a Wrecking Crew. There's also Glittering Stockpile, which does work with Jetmir's Fixer, to get a counter every turn. And ramps me towards Titan. Just not really a card I think is good, though. I'm going to take the Wrecking Crew. I've been pretty impressed with this card. Just a lot of size. Wow, late Maestro's Charm, pick 8, but we're not anywhere near blue, and we do want to play green, so we're not going to take it. Sticky Fingers has some appeal with the Fixer and the Decoy. There's another Wrecking Crew, but we're just going to take the land. Wheeling Sizzling Soloist is pretty good. There's also an Ominous Parcel. I think this card is good enough to be worth taking, though. Even though it's a very aggressive card, I could have some aggressive starts in my deck. And now a Mayhem Patrol. We could just be an aggro deck that has Titan at the top end. That's also fine. So there's Light 'em Up. Forge Boss. This guy, we don't really have the treasures to work with that. I'll take Light 'em Up. I think having one copy of that can be fine. I'll just rare draft. I'm not going to play those other cards. Light 'em Up is an interesting one, though. Maybe I was supposed to take the Forward Up. It just doesn't feel like a card that was super necessary to splash. Okay, now here there is a Cleanup Crew, which is just a really nice top-end card. There is Riveteer's Decoy again, another card I really like. Those are the only two real options here. Getting another top-end card is pretty nice. Like the gain 4 life mode on this is pretty nice. Destroying artifacts and enchantments is good. I don't necessarily have to splash black. I'll take Cleanup Crew over the Decoy. It's close, though. Now, normally I would just take Glittermonger here. It helps me ramp, it helps me fix. It does, like, works well with Fixer. But I've been really impressed by Nightclubber, and it does look like I'm going to be splashing black. For the Girder Goons, potentially. I mean, I wouldn't splash just for Girder Goons, but I think this card is enough better than Glittermonger that it's worth speculating, because if I do go into black, it's a really good card. Okay, I already have a Wrecking Crew, and maybe this will come back, so I'm just going to take Bouncer's Beatdown for some removal. Because I'm currently a little bit light on removal. Employment works well with the Casualty card. It's my only sack outlet, though. Big Score is perfect for Titan of Industry. I would like to play one copy of it, but I don't want to prioritize it here over a second Nightclubber, though I could just take another Mayhem Patrol. I don't know how far into this Riveteer's lifestyle I want to go. I could just play straight red-green. You can see abandoning green. What makes you say that? There's no way I can abandon green and have that be positive EV. It makes no sense whatsoever. This card is so much better than every other card in my deck by a mile. Yeah, I already have a Clubber, and I'm not sure if I want to splash that heavily into black. So I'm just going to get another 2-drop. Get black or white. I'm going to take Warm Welcome here. I like Crew Captain, but my mana isn't very good right now. I only have one land that's a tri-land. And this card coming down on turn 3 is really the best situation for it. And Warm Welcome helps me find my Titan more frequently, so I'm going to take this pretty highly here. Big fan of the Pugilist. I think that card's great. Currently planning on just playing straight red-green. I'm really happy I have the Warm Welcome. Just every game you cast Titan, you're going to win pretty much, so you just have to build around that. If I wasn't taking this, I'd probably take like Antagonize or probably Broken Wings for the sideboard, actually. Now call in a professional. Arc Spitter is kind of useless, I feel like, Twitchy Dave. It doesn't buff your creature's power, so they just don't block it most of the time. It does kind of make your creature unblockable, though. Wow, another Warm Welcome is exactly what I want. I would play like 4 of these, because they just help me find this guy so much easier. I'll take Plasma Jockey. I have some aggressive starts here. 1 Plasma Jockey could be nice. I have some great 2-drops, a lot of Blitz stuff, so the light 'em up's actually looking pretty good. And the Glittermonger came back. I'm gonna take that over like Fake Your Own Death because I'm not really needing to play black yet. Sticky Fingers or a Wrecking Crew. I do like Sticky Fingers in a lot of these spots. Involuntary Employment. I'm just gonna take the Sticky Fingers. I already have a Wrecking Crew, so. Involuntary Employment works well with some sacrifice stuff, but I currently only have 1 sacrifice card. Wheeling Crew Captain, we'll consider it depending on how our mana works out. I don't regret taking the Overlook over the Racer's Ring, though, that other pick. Okay, so yeah, Splashing back on the menu. Envoy is fantastic. We're just going to need to figure out a way to make the mana work. If I wasn't taking this, I would probably just take a Racer's Ring. But now that I have this, I would take Riveteers over Racer's Ring. Funny how that works. And then other than that, what cards are good? Mayhem Devil's good. Mayhem Patrol, I mean. Hopefully I wheel one of these Mana Fixers. Seems fairly likely. And so this card's not a card I could play. I mean, my deck is fairly aggressive. I've got 2 of this guy. I've got this thing. I might not play the Sticky Fingers, but I think it's a more unique effect than getting a second Wrecking Crew. So there is Warm Welcome here to consider. There's also Ominous Parcel. I'm just going to take another Warm Welcome. I do think Fixer's fine. It might wheel, though. Warm Welcome, as I said. Finding Titan over and over just seems really good. Sure, we can take Ready to Rumble. Well, Mr. Orfeo is just insane. I would love a big score. Big score would be really good for me, but Mr. Orfeo is just a nutty card. I have to take the land over the Warm Welcome here. Gotta get my mana a little bit more in line with a reasonable mana base. I like Strong Arm here. It's a nice 5-drop, comparable in size to the Wrecking Crew, but I can also blitz it. We're just going to keep our black splash minimal. Currently we have 22 playables here. Oh man, is this playable? We have... How many blitz creatures that work with it? I mean, most of our blitz creatures are cheap, so we have this guy. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Kind of 5. I guess I'm not taking it over anything. This card is really sweet. Wow, we wheeled all the cards we wanted. Like, sure, I like Mayhem Patrol, but we just need a land that can get all our colors here to help us splash black. I think it's better than the Racer's Ring. We already have 2 sack lands. Unlucky Witness is actually pretty nice with the Ascendancy. Rogue Gallery is also sweet. I'm just going to take the Witness, though. I think it's a higher synergy play. We'll see how this works out. I kind of want to play the Riveteer's Ascendancy here. I think it's such a sweet card. But it might not work. We can go way heavier 3-color here and get a lot more of these cool, like, synergies with the Riveteers because we have way more Blitz cards then. This deck is actually really good now. I think it's a really sweet one. I do go off the rails when I see Riveteer's Ascendancy because it's such a sweet card to play with. So if I just went straight like 3-color here, and I cut like the Jetmir's Fixer. Crew Captain is so bad. Crew Captain's great if you can cast it. I've had some good experiences with it. I've also had some medium ones, but might not be able to swing sticky fingers here. One of the most aggressive. I'm going to cut the Soloist. I'm just going to play all my sacrifice stuff because it seems sweet. And it's a lot of fun. And I want all my warm welcomes. Join the Maestros is not great. I think I'm going to cut it. A lot of my cards can be sacrificed to other things if I really need to sack them. Wrecking Crew. There's only room for one crew here. Yeah, I got one warm welcome. 13, 12, 6. So if I play 2 black sources, that gives me 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'll have 5 black sources. Ooh, good call in a mage. Good call. That would work for light 'em up as well, though. 2, and I already have some expensive cards that I can cast there. 2, 3, 4, 5 black. So 2, 6, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5 black sources. Seems good. We have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 red sources. 6, 7, 8, 9 green sources. Mana seems excellent. The deck seems really cool. I mean, I love Riveteer's Ascendancy, so I'm so happy I kind of get to build around it again. And getting Unlucky Witness is actually perfect because it works really well with these like 2-drops. So I'll get it back over and over and over again. Hopefully, that's the dream. Jetmir's Fixer is fine, but I think it's a little hard to cast. I mean, we have good mana for it, but we can always side it in. I'd rather just have more self-sacrifice stuff to go with the Riveteer's Ascendancy. Glittermonger might not be the pick because I don't have any treasure synergies with it. But like if I take out the Glittermonger, I wouldn't want to add back in. I'm going to take out Glittermonger and add back in Warm Welcome. That seems better to me because that'll help me find Titan more. But Glittermonger is a ramp card, sure, but it's also like really clunky at 4 mana. Yeah, this seems better to me. Our deck is really well built, and I'm excited to see how it plays out. I'll see you folks in the games. Before I get to the games, I just want to say thank you to all of the patrons who support my content at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. It is thanks to patrons that I'm able to make as many videos as I do, and it is also thanks to patrons that I'm able to innovate and experiment with new types of content. Next Patreon goal is to try starting a podcast. So when we get there, I'll be able to experiment with that format and medium for content. So if you're interested in helping me continue to make videos, if you're interested in new and exciting types of content, and if you're interested in exclusive rewards like access to my card-by-card tier list for new Capenna and every set in the future, and also bonus content like articles and videos and stuff of that nature, you can check it out at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. Even a couple bucks a month does go a long way, and I really do appreciate all of my patrons. Without further ado, though, let's get to the games. Welcome to round one. We're going to mulligan this, keep this, and ditch Crew Captain. We don't have black mana yet, but better than mulliganing here. I'm in a bit of trouble here. Best of 3 gets you qualifier points, which can be useful. Wow, they're not attacking with the agent? Crazy. Yeah, I'm dead. Mana issues, too hard. I don't have an answer for a flyer, really. That gives me 6 black sources. Yeah, probably a little safer. It just tracks them on Arena, I'm sure. I haven't won any of them yet. My deck is pretty synergistic. I'm just going to keep it the same way. We're going to get a swamp, because then I have double black for the Night Clubber. gonna cast it normally here. Because if they play another creature I can kill, I hit them for 6 the next turn. If I can blitz this thing, it'll be really good. I'm gonna need to draw a land here. Oh my gosh, any land is so good. Huge. I'll leave myself some board presence. And now I have 3 to the face as a lethal threat. And I get to get back my guy. Such a sweet combo there. Titan showing up. Maybe I'll get a win with him in game 3 or something. Lifelink. Ouch. I'm hitting them for 4, 6, 8 though. Oh, if this was untapped, maybe I could do it. Oh yeah, I would be able to do it. I would have exactly lethal. I hope I don't die. Oh, this guy makes the 1/1. Nice. I forgot about that. I thought the 1/1 just came into play. Oh, I don't have any anti-flyer cards. Ouch, ouch, ouch. I mean, there's this thing, but that's not going to really work if they have their combat tricks and stuff. It's also kind of expensive. All my expensive cards are these blitz creatures. I might have to cut Plasma Jockey. Or maybe I'll just cut a Warm Welcome. I'm going to cut a Warm Welcome for a Deal Gone Bad. Hopefully help me against their flyers a little bit. Thanks, Rocco Justice, for the follow. Ugh. Big time game 3. Nice. Keepable hand for sure. I'm just going to get a swamp here. Spend my early turns developing my mana. I know I won't get to play Mayhem Patrol on turn 2 now. I hope my opponent doesn't just put the stupid security thing on this guy, because I don't have an answer right now. Overseer, sure. Now would be a good time for Nightclubber. Okay, just to survive. I already have 5 lands, so it should be fine. Just gonna play it like this. Hopefully block the Virtuoso. So... Oh no, oh no, no, oh no. No, we're so dead. think I'm mathematically dead on board. Gosh. They bring back Rafine's Guidance. It gives +1/+1. They put a counter on their guy. Wow. All of my tap lands really cost me that game, because if I could have safely gone... Oh, maybe I just wasn't supposed to play the Overlooks. Maybe I should have just gone whatever I need to do to get this into play on turn 2. But then on turn 3, was I supposed to hold a Bouncer's Beatdown? Jeez. Oh, that's unfortunate. It always feels bad to kind of lose to one of those, like, gimmicky decks where it's like, well, some percentage of games they're going to do that, and then some percentage of games they're going to, like, draw all their Rafine's Guidances with none of their, like, good creatures to go with them, and you just crush them. But yeah, we did lose game 1 to just not being able to cast a single spell, so it's fine. That's how it goes. I forgot to add an extra Swampert, but I think this will be good. No. Huge. You gotta be kidding me. I'm just gonna play this. And then I'm gonna hope they don't kill it and that it can get me back in the game, because I'm far behind right now. If they kill it, I'm in trouble. But this can... Why didn't they hit me with it? They could have hit me for 5 and I'd just be dead on board pretty much. Oh, I actually am dead on board anyway. I'm gonna just cast Warm Welcome here. Yeah, I'm sure so many warm welcomes is playable. Do you really think I'm losing this game because I had warm welcome? Oh, have you seen my deck yet, Golden? I have Titan of Industry. So digging five cards deep for a creature is really good for me. Because if you cast Titan of Industry, you win. Now I haven't cast it yet, but at some point I will. Make that change. Add in a 2-drop. You know, I don't even really want to add this guy. Oh, gosh. I think if I'd been on the play that game, I would have won. I'm pretty sure I was on the draw. Because they set up their, like, steal thing, and I was just, like, miles behind. This is not a great hand, but it's keepable. I'm going to hold this guy back. Just try to cycle through my deck with it. Thank you, Rocco Justice Extended and Steph and Chronic 33 for the follows. I appreciate it. Gold Hound is actually really good when you have Riveteer's Ascendancy. Or, it's somewhat good. It's playable. I like the way my opponent thinks. Who is the right Riveteer? Oh, man. I'm trying to use this Riveteer's Decoy to get me a 2-for-1, because I think I need that to happen for me to be in a okay spot this game. I can clean up crew their guy. I'm so doomed. No, I should have gotten a forest. What am I thinking? Oh, that was really bad. I'm gonna get punished for not getting the forest that I need to cast my Titan. I can feel it. Draw a card, get my 3/1 into play. That could be good. I can sacrifice my 1/3/1 to get another 3/1, kill 2 of their guys. Having Night Clubber makes this a lot better. I'm not going to use Witness to block. Maybe I was supposed to, but I feel like this is fine. Hold back 2 guys because I know they have plasma jockeys. Oh, this only triggers once each turn. Oh, good to know, good to know. Yeah, but I can just get back something else. But I see what you're saying. What am I going to do about Shakedown Heavy? Yeah, I think I'm just going to have to run it back again. Night Club is really good. I could have taken a second one at one point, and it would have ended up making my deck. But at the time, it didn't feel like I was going to be playing that heavy into black. And so splashing like 6 cards didn't necessarily make sense. But then I opened up Zeator's Envoy. Ditch the Girder Goons. I don't think so. I think Orpheo's kind of insane. Like, that card's just messed up. And here it ends. So close. On the draw with a 2-lander. Never gets there. Dang it. If they have literally nothing in their hand, and I can light up to kill Body Dropper. Oh yeah, that's game. If they make a creature, I might as well just scoop it. Eh, maybe not quite. Maybe we're fine for a second. Yep. Okay, never mind. It's not the right color. Okay, so my only hope now is that they play another, like, Exhibition Edition and I can Night Clubber it all away. We're still alive. We can block. Oh, if I had drawn a swamp, maybe I could have done it. Oh, it's so tough. Just getting mana screwed. My deck is so sick. Like, this is one of the coolest decks I've drafted, and we're 0-2. Just literally never going to cast Titan of Industry. Oh, man. Just getting mana screwed. Oh, man. I need to swap out that swamp for a forest like I was speculating I should do. That I've been doing every sideboard game. Sadness. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I mean, that second game was like everything you want out of a River Tears Ascendancy. It's like, oh my gosh, we're doing it. We're doing it. Let's go. And then just game 3, just, yep. Don't get to play. Oh well. Oh well. Same with round 1, where it's like game 3, you just didn't get to play. So man, it was just all coming in tapped and they were turboing, comboing me. Okay. Well, my draft strat isn't based around just that one card. I mean, I can win games without that card. It's just nice when you get to play it. You can sometimes base your draft strat on a 7-mana mythic if you have like tools for finding it a lot, which I in theory should with my 3 warm welcomes. Maybe I should just be playing 18 lands. That could be the answer as well. Just feels like every card fits so nicely into the deck. Then next turn I can Girder Goons, get this thing back. They can block, and if they block, they lose their 4/4. But I don't get back my 3/1. I'm happy with that trade. Them losing a 4/4 for me losing a 3/1. So even though Riveteer's Ascendancy didn't technically do anything there, it did, because they wouldn't have blocked otherwise, I don't think. Attack! I thought I might draw a Mayhem Devil or something that would factor into my decisions. That's why I did it instance at sorcery speed. In case anyone's curious. I'm going to blitz this one, because then next turn when I blitz this thing, I'll get it back. And I'll be willing to trade this for the chance at 5, right? Now Strong Arm can get back Envoy. Riveteer's Ascendancy is so sweet. It might just be my favorite card to build around in the set. Probably is. They might play something scarier that I'd rather kill with my Bouncer's Beatdown. This is so sick! What a card. What a card! And it's like nobody else wants it. I got it super late. The current record is 0-2, Pronic. But soon to be 1-2. Hopefully. Oh, man. Just gonna run it back. I've been pretty much running it back all day. This deck is great. It's so cool. It's like, even though it's 0-2 right now, it's like, you know, you can't win them all, but like, psychologically, you can win if you are having a good time when you are playing. And in the games I've gotten to play, I've got a pretty solid win rate. It's just I haven't really gotten to play, like, I mean, I would say I lost the game that I had some bad mana or things like that. Maybe I should play 18 lands, help with colors and stuff. Sir Gajo, thank you for the follow. Also, Asionietzi. Asioniaizi. Thanks for the follow. Ho, 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 ho. Ho, 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 ho. Perfect, perfect. Really? I don't want them to counter it, so I'm just going to do this now. I already have 2 more lands. I'm just going to take Titan. Oh, man. I can't cast the other ones anyway because I don't have black mana. This is why I like Warm Welcome in the deck. Black mana was a really good draw. I could play the decoy, but it doesn't really do a ton here, and I'd rather be able to just get my land so I can guarantee cast Titan. I guess I can't cast Titan because I don't have triple green yet. I'm not using 17 lands right now, Chronic. I have been recording this one, so you'll be able to watch it on YouTube later at some point in the future. So I've got a nice double block lined up on one of them. I think I have to do this. But I don't want to take like 10 damage here. Let's see what I draw. I'll block the 1. Huge. I could put a shield counter on it. I'm just gonna gain 5 life though. Yeah, Goons get Zeatora's thing for sure. Because the thing is, the removal spells in these colors aren't damage based. And as long as I keep this guy back on defense, I don't think I can lose. I've already got my engine rolling. Whereas if they like, yeah, I'm not attacking with it though. Oh. I only get to use one of them. Like, I only get to get the 1 sack trigger. This makes it harder for them to double block and avoid me getting back my Zeatora thing. Which they can do. So if they do that, then I'll get back my 2-drop or something. I don't like giving them such a free kill on my guy. So this thing stops me from getting back my Zeatora. But I kill their flyer, which is nice. And I get back my menace guy too. This thing can get back Nightclubber. What a sweet win. Ascendancy has been popping off this entire time. The games I lost were not because of Ascendancy. They were because my mana was bad or my opponent just did some crazy stuff. Usually the former. Yes! Locking in the 1 and 2. So strong. So strong. Gosh, Ascendancy hype. You know, I don't blame the deck at all there. I had some rough draws that just made games impossible to win. Hype. Well, if you made it all the way to the end of this video and you're watching on YouTube, comment, like, subscribe, check out the Patreon to support my content. If you want to let me know you made it all the way to the end of the video, leave hashtag Ascendancy Dream because that last game was pretty great, or hashtag Titan of Finally because we actually drew it in our last match, which was or in our last game, which was pretty excellent. So leave those, let me know you made it all the way to the end. Check out all the stuff in the description down below. But that's going to do it for this draft video, and I'll talk to you next time.